Hello, my name is Modo, and I'm the second person of Mitri. My English is not very good, but I am extremely hardworking and practical. I hope you will enjoy. So, we have an image that we need to make voluminous and textured for oil painting. You can also use this technique for other drawing styles. First, we need to move the image in our texture catalog. We need this to use one of the brushes from impasto category. We need to blur the image a little to minimize the appearance of sharp edges when adding a volume effect. We can blur the image in both Corel Painter and Photoshop. I mostly do this in Photoshop. So we open it. And then open the latest version of our portrait. Here we double-click to turn the background into a new layer. Make a copy of this layer. Find the Gaussian blur filter and make blur of about 1.2 pixels. I think for this image it will be enough. Then we save image in JPEG format. Since it will be used as a black and white texture, let's call it B&W. Now we can open it in Corel Painter. Here we select the entire image by pressing Ctrl+A. Then click Capture Paper and get a black and white texture. We don't need this image anymore, so we can close it. Select the texture we just got. After that, go to the impasto category and select the brush volumetric texture. Set the maximum size for the brush. Increase the depth parameter. And add the volume over the entire surface of the image. When we use a brush, it turns into a small dot. Therefore, it is difficult for you to notice in what area of the image I am using it now. But you can see how the effect of this brush slowly manifests itself. Next, we can take the brush smooth impasto and edit some areas. We can also clean up the volume where we don't need it with the eraser impasto brush. But there is an easier way to do volume cleaning. Undo the actions we did with the brushes, eraser and smooth impasto by pressing the Ctrl+Z. Save the result in TIFF format, as it merges all layers into one and keeps the image in good quality. When saving in PSD format, some errors may occur when working with impasto layers in Photoshop. Move to Photoshop. Open our file with the volume. There is already open image without volume. Next, we select the moving tool. Hold down the Shift key and move voluminous image on non-voluminous. Close this image, since we don't need it anymore. And here, on the upper layer, create a mask. Fill this mask with black color. Take a soft white brush. Set transparency to 100%, and slowly develop our top layer with the volume on the image. It is desirable to create the effect of applying brush strokes and create heterogeneity in the volume. When our result is more or less good, we merge all the layers by pressing the key combination, Shift, Ctrl, Alt, E. Now we can remove the rest of the layers. At this stage we can safely save the file in both PSD and TIFF format. Again, open the file in Corel Painter. Don't forget to select the top layer. Next, we can choose one of these brushes and add more volume to our drawing. As you can see, these brushes are transparent and they only apply volume. If you want them to apply color as well, find the settings for impasto brush, and change the value to color and depth. Take any color from the image by holding Alt and clicking the left mouse button, and try to apply a brush. You see that the brush has acquired color. You can invert the brush, then you will have a brush capable to create reverse volume. This can also be useful. Here you can add depth. But we return our values to the original. You can add smoothing. It will make strokes softer. But since when recording video, the computer needs more time to draw strokes, I have reduced the value of plow and smoothing. The plow parameter works in much the same way. During use, you can play around with the settings and save the brush with your individual preferences. Also, pay attention to the brush parameters such as brush calibration. When it is activated, we can control the force of pressing and we can influence the effect created by the brush. Therefore, this parameter should also be kept in mind. And now let's add voluminous strokes to our portrait. Reopen the latest version of our image and start.